Hey there, everyone. So, here I am with more questions from previous years of NTA UGC NET. Yes, today we are going to discuss about tax committees and few questions from trade which are repeated every year, mostly in your UGC NET economics examination. So, to begin with, the first one is about arranging in the chronological order. Okay, now one thing that you should know in these type of question is the chronological order can be increasing or decreasing. So first you need to know the order, and then you have to match it with the options whether they are asking for the increasing order or the decreasing order. Yes, this is a tricky question here for where you have to be careful about the options. So now let's just begin with the question. Number one is the indirect tax committee, that is our JHA committee. Okay, next committee given is tax reforms committee, that is our Chelia committee. Then taxation inquiry commission, Mathur committee, and direct tax inquiry committee is the Vanchu committee. Now let's try to write down the dates because that is going to help us arrange it, right? So the first one was Mathur commission in 1953. Okay, the second commission was in 1970, that is Vanchu committee. Okay, the third one was JHA committee just 2 years after that, that is 1972, and finally Chelia committee, that is tax reforms committee, was in 1992. So this is our order. Now let's check the options. The first one, it should be 3. Let's see. So this is cancelled because it begins with 2. So this I'm not going to take, but I have 3, 3, 3. Next one is 1972, 70, right? This one, yes. So this is fourth one. So after 3, the fourth one is this. Of course, that means A is cancelled, B is cancelled. So 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2. So D is the correct option. So first is your Mathur committee. Second is Vanchu committee. Then JHA committee, and finally Chelia committee. This is very important. Remember, this is very, very important question. Very, very, very important question. Okay. Next question is from international trade. Okay. Next question here is talking about terms of trade settle at a level that is between each country's opportunity cost. So whenever we see opportunity cost, okay, and specialization, then according to what? Comparative advantage. Okay, so comparative advantage. Now what is the comparative advantage theory about? It is about the fact that whichever country has a lower opportunity cost in a particular commodity than the other, that particular country will specialize in that commodity and ultimately trade and then gain from it. Okay, so that means what? Here the question says if the international terms of trade settle at the level that is between each country's opportunity cost. Now one of the very important thing about this is that it is said according to comparative advantage theory that both the countries should have different opportunity cost and then only they can gain from trade, right? And the opportunity cost should be what? Whichever is the lower opportunity cost, they are going to specialize in that commodity. So now according to this statement that the opportunity cost that the between each country's opportunity cost, right, the terms of trade, that is the price at which the trade will take place, the price relative, that is between the opportunity cost of two countries, which means what? One country will have a lower opportunity cost, another one will settle at the next best alternative choice, not its best one, right? Because for one it will be higher than its opportunity cost, for another it will be lower than the opportunity cost. It is between. So one country will face higher opportunity cost, another country will face lower opportunity cost. So of course that means only one country can specialize and gain from trade here according to the comparative advantage, and the other one will lose from it. So let's check our MCQs here, right? Options. So the first one is there is no basis for gainful trade for either country. Of course not, this is not right, because of course it is between, right? So one of the country will have a lower opportunity cost. Both countries gain from trade, no, because the terms of trade is between it. So one will have lower opportunity cost, another one will have higher opportunity cost, so one will definitely lose. Only one country gains from trade, one country gains and the other country loses from the trade. So I have got my answer, that is D. So whichever country is going to specialize according to its best cost advantage will gain, and the one who is settling for the alternative one, because the price or relative is not higher, so that particular commodity or the country will lose. So that means in this scenario, if the opportunity cost of two countries are the limits and the trade price relative, that is the terms of trade, is fixed in between two, so one of the country will gain but the other will lose. So option D is the correct answer. Let's move on to the seventh question here, that is again about offer curve and import tariff. So the question is, when a nation imposes an import tariff, the nation's offer curve will. So offer curve, so if we talk about offer curve, what is offer curve? Offer curve is basically the points of export and import of a nation, right? So if this is suppose offer curve of nation A, so X is the commodity exported by nation A and Y is the commodity imported by nation A. So the offer curve of nation A is this, right? Let's say this is OA. And we will have our terms of trade, that is the straight line passing through the origin. Okay, right. Now OA is the offer curve initially. Now as import tariff is imposed, offer curve tends to shift inwards. Inwards means now it will go like this. Okay, from OA to OA dash, OA double dash, and so on, inwards. That is, it will move away from the export axis. This was our export axis. So let's check our options. Shift away from axis measuring its export commodity. So we have got our answer. So answer is A. B is shift away from axis measuring import commodity. No, this is for the other nation. No shift. Of course, there is shift, and all of this is not possible. So option A is the correct answer. Now the last question for this video is about exchange rate and market. Okay, so the exchange rate is kept same. The exchange rate is kept same in all parts of the market by which of the following? So yes, this is our answer is exchange arbitrage. That's it.